Paul, let's start with the jobs story then. Expectations are that we get another strong jobs report. But interesting, diving under the hood, there's quite a lot of economists increasingly asking questions about the quality of the data that we get on the jobs front. What are you watching for?
Yeah, there's definitely those challenges and people wondering if the household survey will continue to show that wide difference with the headline numbers. I think the other thing that people are going to be really focused on, once again, Anna, is the average hourly earnings, because that will give us more insight into what the inflationary outlook is and what the Fed will be paying attention to as well. Obviously, the markets had a little bit of a retrenchment. They seemed a little bit happier after Powell's comments midweek, where he played down the chances of the Fed hiking anymore this year. So back to pricing in cuts for as soon as November. You know, if we get soft hourly wage data, then maybe that continues to bring forwards again those expectations of when the Fed could start to ease again. On the other hand, if we get a big number there, then that could be a really negative surprise for the market.
Yeah, we've been surprised by some of the wage data that we've seen already this week, Paul. But if you look at the week as a whole, we have seen front-end rates coming down, and some of that pinned on Jerome Powell and what he had to say about the lack of leaning towards a rate hike, if you like. What are you going to be watching for in terms of market response to the jobs data today?
Yeah, well, I won't be watching for much because it'll be the end of our day by the time that comes out, Hannah. But Monday morning in Asia, we will definitely be watching very carefully for what's happened on dollar yen. We'll be, obviously alert to the idea that if there is a big number, if there is a lift in US interest rates again and a stronger dollar as a result of it, that whacks Asia's currency markets back under pressure again right away. We'll be watching for signs of intervention and pushback, particularly in those nations that have been pretty explicit about it, but also in Japan, where it's not entirely confirmed that that's what happened, but more or less in tune. And the thing is, Asia's had such a good week. The markets have been looking very bright and rosy. The stock markets have had a good time of it as well. So that could be a real big derailer when we come back Monday morning and then Tuesday after the Japanese holiday.